Hello everybody, this is the Maestro. I am here today to talk more about League of Legends. Now, I don't do a lot of videos regarding gaming nowadays, but I thought it would be a nice and creative idea to explore champions with you guys. I am new to the game of League of Legends. I am still relatively scarce on it. I've played the game on and off in the past before, but this year I've really put more time and effort into playing League of Legends. What I decided to do, because I wasn't familiar with a lot of champions in League, I chose the most interesting to me. I like characters who are minion mancers, if you will. Excuse me. Characters where I can control other entities to do my bidding, characters that have a lot more diversity to them. One of these characters that I main to this day is Azir here. I main Azir support. I'm not big on farming. I'm not big when it comes to doing things on my own. I like to be an assistance or support to other people on my team. If I'm able to supply some kind of peel or some help, I'll do so. I like being an enhancer character. I like being someone who gives a guiding hand, someone that can provide pressure. And I found my way of doing that by playing Azir here. As you can see, excuse me again, if you can see, he has a lot of abilities that don't seem like they're supporting abilities. There's a lot of abilities here that you're over here thinking, well, how the heck would you support this? And I used a lot of his kit because I learned a lot about League of Legends over time. I found myself embracing a zoning type character, having people to guard you, and the ultimate here really amplified my idea of Azir support. I use my soldiers to stab and slow the enemies when I need to allow my ADC to have more room to get away. What I also like to do is I like to put my soldiers in front of my ADC because I feel like the best course of action is to give your ADC leeway or room to farm without consequences. So, with me and my wife, we've been playing bot lane together. We have played so far so well to the point where we have mastered going Senna ADC for her, and I have mastered going Azir support. We just hit Mastery 5 with it, just doing fun things. The reason beyond this video is I want to ask the community itself, do they feel what I'm doing is wrong? Or do you feel like it's a really creative idea to use a character like Azir for zone control? Because the greatest ally you have is numbers. And Azir gives a lot of numbers in zoning control with his soldiers. What's the worst type of enemy than an enemy you can't hit back, you know? And Azir doesn't really put himself at risk. And it also keeps him and his ADC safe. I feel like Azir support is a really good idea, and I don't know if anybody in the world has done this before, but I know for a fact that I really love Azir support, and that is my main champion. My question for today for everybody here is this. I want to find a champion that hits me the same way that Azir does. Now, I tried experimenting with another champion for support, Euphoric. Euphoric is a pretty good champion for peel and enhancing damage. I feel like he's really creative, especially when I pair Euphoric with Solstice Slay. Every time I slow them, my ADC and I get healed, and we get a speed boost. I feel like that's a really good support item for Yorick. Or, if you will, to take Zazik's Realm Spike for the AP enhancer for Maiden, or take Bloodsong every time I bonk them. It gives my lane partner a damage advantage. I want to see if anybody could give me advice on what would be a good champion to do silly strats with. I'm not asking for a genuinely actual support. What I'm mainly asking is for a champion that, though they may be a niche support or it's unheard of, they have support capabilities that allow them to thrive bot lane. A couple of people have already suggested something from my friend group for support. They say since I like people who can zone and control, I'm sorry for clearing my throat. Now I have a tickle in my throat. For someone who loves zoning characters and like controlling where people move, and having like little minions to help me, somebody recommended me a couple champions outside of the normal that I've already played. I've already played Azir, and I've already played Euphoric. Somebody suggested a champion. This is why we're here on this champions list. Somebody suggested I'd play Shaco. Now, I've heard of this champion. I think I've actually fought against this champion too. I could go Shaco support and zone control, but I was down at first until I heard that Shaco's not really a niche support, because a lot of people do support Shaco a lot. So I kind of want to not go, oh, here he is. I kind of not want to go into that route of, if they have already been seen as support, I'll keep them for like an actual genuine support. But I already have my genuine support with Sona. Sona was actually one of the first champions they gave me in League. Before I discovered Azir, I played Sona in some custom games. Just checking her out, you know. Shaco looks cool. The thing that they really told me was here. The Jack in the Boxes, you can use your boxes to zone off areas. I feel like this is a good idea. I feel like this is a good structural idea of what type of champion I'm looking for. But I've been told that his kit is so wonky, it's so situational, it's kind of hard. So if I ever do play Shaco, I might have to find a build that enhances my team, you know? He apparently is mainly focused on damage for himself, but I want to be help to my ally. I want to be help to my lane partner, you know? I think I can come up with a build for Shaco like that, but we'll have to see. Shaco's a good idea. I like the boxes. I like that you can fear and it does damage too. I think that's very creative. Also, this is a lock on target slow, so that would be good for pairing him with Solstice Slay actually. Or, I don't know what damage he does. Does it say here? Whatever damage he does, I feel like I could either run Bloodsong with it, or I could run, like, depending where he goes. Like, I feel like since that's a lock-on target ability, Zazik's Realm Spike, if I said it right, or Bloodsong, which is a go-to favorite of mine, would be a very good opportunity to abuse with. I do know that he also does Mangamancer. He has a clone of himself. I do like characters that can create illusions or clones of themselves. From the looks of it, he's able to explode somehow his clone to fear the enemy and do a lot of AoE damage. The question is, does the person have to be in the dead center of those boxes for it to work? Or is it just hit anybody that's near those boxes, you know? Because I don't know anything about this character. I do think the get in and get out kind of strategy also is nice. Being able to throw my shiv here, as it says, and then use my Q to get away. Just be really cheeky. Just be a really annoying character. That's kind of what I do with Azir. I poke and then I back up. Just put them on their toes. I feel like that would be really helpful. Another person, somebody said, and I don't know how well this will work. I'm trying to see if I can find them. They were called another Minion Mancer champion. Somebody that uses a lot of... Now, I know about Zyra, and she did interest me a little bit. But somebody really told me about this champion, and I'm trying to find it for you guys. Yeah, I don't really see... They said to look for someone animal-like. Animal-like. Oh, right, this person I played with the whole clone and like trickery stuff. They said that this is a really good character to play if I want to be tricky. I played her in a brawl match one time, and I found myself having a lot of fun with her kit. I thought it was very unique. I thought it was very annoying, and I am here for it. So she's a possible maybe. Since I've played her once already, I won't go too deep in detail with it. Another champion, somebody said I should be able to play for support that they feel like I would really like. A friend of mine, because they know I really love niche picks. I love people who are not meant to be supports, but they can support. Somebody told me, was it you? They said it was 2 entities, and this looks like 2 entities. Yes, here we go. This is the person. Kindred support. They said I can go full AD and be a ranged AD support. They said I can do like an Azir style, because Wolf, the thing that's floating around Lamb, because I know Kindred is both of them, but the Wolf that's circling around the Lamb is untargetable like Azir soldiers, so I can have my Wolf attack while I'm over here poking at them from a safe distance. I thought that was actually a really cool idea, being able to have a ranged poke character like Azir, but they're just AD. I heard that there's some kind of niche hybrid build that you can go on Kindred, which I don't know anything about, but they said basically think about how I play Euphoric as support, and I do Serrata's Grudge with Leandries, and I think that's really helpful. So I may be able to pull something off here with Kindred. Maybe. Alright, so another person I was told to play support, and I know they're not really a Minion Mancer character to my knowledge, but they say I love tag-along characters, and he's an actual support bard here. He has a high skill, and apparently he gets memes. Yeah. He can go in and out collecting stuff. I think that's a cool idea. He uses music. He's a traveler. He has companions to help him. I like that. It's everything that I like. The question is, does he have is he mainly just a support? Is he a tank? Can I just go full damage on him like I do with Azir? Because I do like being able to do damage. I did hear that he's really good with Bloodsong too. That's already a check mark for me out of 3. If you can use Bloodsong, I like characters that are versatile in using Bloodsong. So we will see. I'm trying to think here. Oh, you. Somebody mentioned Elise. The Spider Queen. She can turn into a spider. See, here's the thing. I like characters that also have some kind of CC with them. That's why I kind of started liking Shaco a little bit more, because when I looked at his skill, I was like, oh, okay, he has a fear, cool. But also does damage. Is there a CC ability that allows me to like slow them or something? Human form, explosion attack, spider form, gains attack speed. Okay. Cocoon. Stuns the first enemy and reveals them if they're not stealth. Spider form, releases their spider lands on the air. Releases bonus damage and healing hurt from spider plane is increased. Huh. So, okay. So she has form swapping. She's an arachnid. She has a hold in place ability, which I kind of really like, actually. And apparently, she can summon spiders with her? Is what I'm understanding? It's not showing me the other abilities. Okay, all her ultimate form. Oh, she gains a spiderling swarm. Did it show it before? Yeah, it did. Okay, so she does have a little minion mantle. Okay. That's good. Okay. I think we'll look at one more character and then we'll call it wraps. There's one character that actually caught my eye and I don't know how it is. She looks gorgeous. She looks hot. Can she be support? Like, what does she do? Mirror image? When she drop blows 40% how she becomes invisible for 1 second and creates a mirror image that deals no damage. It lasts up to 8 seconds. Oh, she can do clones too. Okay. Already a checkmark. You're right there with Nico and Shaco. I like that. Okay, what is Sigil and Malice? Projects a sigil, dealing damage and marking a target for 2.5 seconds. Damaging the marked target with an ability detonates the sigil, dealing additional damage. If either part kills the target, LeBlanc refunds the mana cost and part of the spell's remaining cooldown. Oh. Distortion. LeBlanc dashes to a location, dealing damage to enemies near her destination. For the next 4 seconds, activate Distortion again to return LeBlanc to her starting location. Oh, so I can just, dash, and then I can go back? Yeah, that's actually nice. Ethereal Chains. LeBlanc launches a chain that shackles the first enemy hit. If the target remains shackled for 1.5 seconds, she roots them and deals additional damage. I like that. Oh, Mimic? LeBlanc casts a Mimic version of one of her basic spells. Oh. So she can copy any ability, and you can tell it's Mimic because it's red. Actually amazing. She looks gorgeous though. Like, oh my. I might be a fan. I actually might have to take a look at some of her skins here. Holy cow. Oh, hello. I think I got one of my first league crushes here. I wasn't too familiar with a lot of the girls. The only girls I know was Nico and Aurora. The only one I know that was up for grabs like that is Aurora, because Nico is lesbian and I'm gonna respect that. So I'm not gonna, but oh my, I like this. This skin is that gorgeous. I don't think any other skin is gonna grab my attention like the may have spoke too soon. There's a lot of good skins. Yeah, she definitely has a lot more skins. Bewitching. Oh, hello. And it's Halloween season right now, too. Listen, man. I might have to grab that skin. It's Halloween. I will say, though, I do like the program. I like the program LeBlanc here. I passed this up, but I didn't say anything. I like cybernetic robotic skins. That is one of my weaknesses. If you can give me a robotic champion, either I have 3 weaknesses: monster or demon champion, robotic champion, or a bird champion. You can give me one of those 3 things, it is unlike Donkey Kong. It is golden. You have my full attention. I will say though, my favorite will still be, what is this called? Prestigious LeBlanc? Yeah, Prestigious LeBlanc is my favorite, next to Program. So, I'll keep an eye out for those skins. I don't plan to spend too much money on League of Legends, but I want to get it for people I want to main in the future. So, I have some strategizing to try out. I will keep y'all up to date if I plan to do more League content. If I decide to make like a gameplay video, I'll let you know. But 9 times out of 10, I probably won't, unless you guys want to see what me playing support is like especially with Azir support. Because I have a lot of people who question me playing Azir support until I show them how I play, and they're like, oh, okay, this is actually not that bad. So, I play on the EU West server, just to give a heads up. So if you see this, that's where I'm usually playing. I just go there and play with my wife and just call it a day. I mainly play the game because of her. So if you want to give me any tips or advice or a champion you want to recommend for like really niche or off-meta support champions, please let me know. Or I might try them. If I try them, I might make them into a video. Until then, I'm going to head out. I'm going to enjoy trying these builds and researching more about LeBlanc. And I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a blessed evening.